brought home a Tinder date, and ever since she arrived, she's been refusing to leave and acting strangely. She whispers to herself, stands in corners for hours, and barely eats or sleeps. Jake is scared and doesn't know what to do, so we decided to check out his house. Upon arriving, Jake explained that after meeting Sarah, she hasn't acted normally. Despite him asking her to leave, she just stares at him, unresponsive. He showed us where she was, in his bedroom, claiming it as her own. After some unsettling occurrences, we decided to record her overnight. The next morning, Jake claimed Sarah tried to swallow his foot, and we heard eerie voices. When we tried to help, the door wouldn't open, and we had to leave. We couldn't save Jake, fearing whatever was in the house might follow us. Returning the next day, we found unsettling footage on Jake's laptop. He seemed to be haunted, keeping track of the women he met. In the footage, Sarah appeared behind him and he begged for help. Something darker was at play, and we realized that whatever Sarah was, she wasn't human. We may never know what happened to Jake, but it's clear something was coming for him. We continue to review the footage and will update if we find more. But for now, we're left with more questions than answers, hoping Jake finds peace wherever he is. This happened to me 1 year ago when our final exams were coming up, and I still needed to do a lot more preparation. Usually, our school's library would close by 5, but because of the exams, the school decided to keep the library open until midnight so that students could stay and study. My house wasn't far from the school, so instead of studying at home, I preferred studying in the quiet, calm library and mostly prepared for exams there. That day, I left my house at 6 o'clock and soon reached the library to study. I was so absorbed in my work that I didn't realize it was already 10 o'clock. I had never stayed in the library for that long. Normally, I would leave around 8, and even then there would be a few students. But by 10, there was complete silence. I only had about 10 to 15 minutes of work left, so I decided to finish it quickly and then head home. I was completely lost in my work when I suddenly heard someone limping in the corridor outside the library. There's a door that leads to the school exit. As I walked down the corridor, I got closer to the exit and noticed a woman standing at the far end. I didn't know who she was, but as I got closer, I felt more and more uncomfortable. I felt a sense of dread so strong that I called out, "Who's there?" As soon as I said that, she disappeared in seconds. I sighed with relief and continued walking toward the front door. But when I stepped outside, I noticed something strange. The street, usually busy even at night, was completely empty. No one was around. Feeling uneasy, I looked at the ground while walking, trying not to focus on the oddness of it all. I was almost home when I saw a shadow stretching out in front of me, though there was no one around. When I looked up, I saw a woman walking ahead of me. She looked very strange. She seemed disabled, struggling to walk, and moving so slowly that I quickly caught up with her. Now close to her, I could see that her clothes were dirty and tattered, and her hands and feet were twisted in unnatural ways. Her hair was messy. It was so unsettling that I stopped in my tracks. My gut was telling me not to get any closer to her. I couldn't even bring myself to walk past her. My mind went blank, and I couldn't find the courage to speak. In a daze, I pointed far away and said, "Over there, I just wanted her to go away." She limped in the direction I had pointed, walking until she was far enough that I couldn't see her anymore. terrified, I didn't stop. I ran as fast as I could, desperate to find someone, anyone to help me. She is here. After that, everything went blank. When I came to, I found out that my neighbor had found me passed out on the ground and carried me home. He told me something chilling. In 1998, a 32-year-old woman named Agatha had lost her 10-year-old daughter in an accident near the school. Agatha couldn't bear the loss and was said to have haunted the school and the surrounding area, looking for her lost child. To this day, she roams, hoping to reunite with her daughter once again. Hi, Harridan. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, I'll see you again with another creepy story. Until then, bye.